Hi everyone. This is my first task under the internship done under the SPARKS Foundation. The first task is to find the percentage score obtained by a student based on the number of study hours. I've used linear regression algorithm, which is a supervised machine learning algorithm to solve this problem. Initially, we have to import all the libraries, NumPy and Pandas to work with data frames, Matplotlib and Seaborn to data visualization, and sklearn to implement machine learning algorithms. Then we have to get the data and read the data. Here I have read the data from the remote link. Once the data is imported successfully, we have to check the shape of the data. It gives the number of rows and number of columns in the data. This shows that we have 25 records and 2 columns in the data. The 2 columns will be this percentage scored by the student and the number of hours study hours. Then we have to do detailed statistical analysis on the data. Dot describe function will give the statistical details like count, mean, standard deviation, median, and all. Then we have to find the relation between the hours studied and the percentage scored. From this graph, it's clearly shown that based on as the number of study hours increases, the student is able to score more in the percentage. Hence, there is a linear relationship between the study hours and percentage obtained. So we can implement linear regression algorithm. The heat map shows the correlation between the percentage scored and the study hours. Then we have to prepare our data. We have taken X and Y as our input and output respectively. The study hours, which is an independent variable, and score obtained is based dependent upon the number of study hours. So score is taken as independent variable or output. Then use sklearn train underscore test underscore split function to split our data for training as well as test. Test underscore size equal to 0.3 shows that there is 30% of test data and the remaining 70% is taken as training data. Random underscore state 0 declares that we can, every time we run the program, it takes the same set of data for training and testing. Then import a linear regression algorithm from sklearn, build the model, then fit the model to fit the training data. Once the training is completed, it's a linear regression algorithm, right? Hence we can get the straight line, which equation will be y is equal to mx plus c. So we can find the slope and intercept. Slope is can be found out using regression dot coefficient underscore. Then we can plot the test data. Even the test data will plotted using a scatter plot shows a linear relationship between the hours studied and the scores. This gives the best fit line. Then make some predictions using the algorithm for the test data. So call the regressor model, linear regression model regressor. Dot predict will be the keyword, and give the test data for making predictions. Then capture the predicted data in the y underscore pred. Then compare the actual data and the predicted data. It's a model is able to give a pretty good value. If the actual data is 20, if actual score is 20, my model is able to predict it 17.05. Now test the model with the random study hours, which I'm taking it as 9.25 according to the task given. I used my regression model and predicted giving the hours as 9.25. My model is able to predict that the percentage scored by the student will be 92.915. Finally, you can evaluate the performance of the algorithm using the metrics So import metrics from sklearn. The main metrics are mean absolute error, mean squared error, root mean squared error, and R square. R square gives the best fit, will be able to tell you how good our model is to predict based on the variation in the dependent, even if there is a variation in the dependent variable. So my R square here is 0.95, which is a pretty good value. So as I conclude that for 9.525 steady as, the student is able to score 92.1% using my linear regression model. Thank you.